Have you ever been in the middle of a workout, felt that deep burn in your muscles, and just wondered, what is actually going on in there? Well, today we're going to take an incredible journey, not across the world, but deep inside your own body to see the amazing science behind how muscles really grow. You know the feeling. You finish your last set, you head home, and you feel that satisfying ache setting in. But what's the story behind that feeling? What's the secret biological drama unfolding on a microscopic level that turns all that hard work into real, visible results? Well, it all kicks off with one single, powerful signal. Everything starts right here with the stimulus. That journey of transformation for every muscle in your body, it begins the second you decide to pick up a weight and challenge yourself. So, when you lift a weight that's challenging, you're creating what scientists call mechanical stress. Just picture your muscle fibers as millions of tiny, tiny ropes being pulled tight. That tension, that's the crucial on switch. It's like you're sending a memo to your entire body that basically says, hey, things just got real. We need to get stronger to handle this. Okay, now this is where things get really fascinating and maybe a little backward from what you'd think. To build your muscles up, you first have to break them down a little. We're zooming in now, from the gym floor right down to the cellular level, to see how this controlled damage is the key to everything. That tension we were just talking about, it causes something called micro tears. Now, let's be super clear. This isn't a bad thing. We're not talking about a serious injury here. Think of these tiny tears less like damage and more like a flare being shot up from the muscle fibers, calling for reinforcements, saying, send in the construction crew. And your body's response to that signal? It's nothing short of incredible. The second those micro tears happen, an elite, highly specialized repair crew is dispatched to the site to get to work. So, how does this repair job actually go down? It's a really methodical process. First, those micro tears trigger what's called an inflammatory response. That's just your body setting up a perimeter around the construction zone. Then, these amazing stem cells, called satellite cells, get the call. They wake up, rush to the site, and actually fuse with the damaged muscle fibers. And then the real magic happens, protein synthesis. That's when these cells start literally weaving new muscle proteins to patch everything up. Now, that repair crew can't just work on an empty stomach. They need supplies. So your circulatory system becomes this superhighway, rushing everything they need right to the muscle. It delivers amino acids, the literal bricks and mortar for new muscle. It brings in glycogen to refuel the energy tanks, oxygen to power the whole operation, and of course, water to deliver it all. But every big construction project needs a project manager, right? Someone calling the shots, telling everyone what to do. In your body, that job belongs to your hormones. Anabolic hormones, like testosterone, growth hormone, and IGF-1, they all surge after a workout. They act like the foreman on the job site, shouting orders to ramp up that protein synthesis and make sure the repair job gets done right. Now, here's the absolute best part of this whole story. Your body doesn't just repair the damage to get back to normal. No way. It's way smarter than that. It rebuilds with the future in mind, which leads to the final incredible result. And this brings us to what is maybe the single most important lesson in all of bodybuilding. The time you spend in the gym, that's just the spark. The actual growth, the real change, that all happens after the workout is over, when you're resting, when you're eating, and especially when you're sleeping. This incredible process has a name, hypertrophy. It's basically your body overcompensating. It says, okay, that last workout was tough. I'm not just going to fix these fibers, I'm going to rebuild them thicker, denser, and stronger than they were before. It's adapting so it's better prepared for next time. This is literally muscle growth in action. And when you repeat this cycle, train, tear, repair, adapt, over weeks and months and years, the transformation is just remarkable. A beginner's muscle fibers are smaller, and their whole repair process is kind of still learning the ropes. But an experienced bodybuilder, they've trained their body to be a master builder. Their muscle fibers are thicker and denser, and that repair system is a well-oiled machine. And this doesn't just lead to bigger muscles, it leads to all these other benefits, like better posture and rock-solid stability. So, what's the master key that unlocks all of this incredible biological potential? It's not one perfect workout. It's not some magic pill. It's just one thing: consistency. It's the simple but powerful act of showing up, applying that stress, and then giving your body the fuel and the time it needs to recover and adapt, over and over and over again. So, in the end, This entire complex biological process all comes down to a really simple but profound loop. You train to create the stimulus, you recover to allow your body to adapt, and as a result of that process, you grow. That's it. That's the fundamental formula for progress. So there you have it, the incredible microscopic ballet of breakdown and repair that literally forges a stronger version of you. You know, understanding the why behind what you're doing can be a total game changer. It makes every rep you lift, every meal you eat, and every hour you sleep feel purposeful. So the only question left is, now that you know the science, how are you going to approach your own journey?